Hey, Shalom Akim, Shalom, Shalom, Lahabakoyim. All right, this is your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Coming with another lesson through the Spirit. Lord willing, to be edifying to the Lord's elect. And before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachaha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and who teach well. Shalom to the Akim out there that's pushing the truth, that's laboring in the word, and that's pushing the gospel of the great kingdom that's soon to come. Shalom to the Akwath that's listening in, that's remaining true to the faith and remaining faithful and submissive to their husbands and guiding their children. And shalom to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes that scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. The Israelite foreigners out there who live among the heathen and who look like those heathen nations. But your lineage goes back to the progenitors of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel through the line of your fathers. All right, I want to say peace and blessings to you all. Barak Thumb. All right. And, pretty much, I don't really have anything lined up. I don't got like one precept in mind, you know what I'm saying? But, so this isn't going to be too long of a video. All right, but it was inspired by what just happened. I was in the shower, just washing my hair, and the Lord gave me a vision, and I was seeing two Edomites. All right, two Edomites was just going at it. You know what I'm saying? Like they was arguing. You know what I'm saying? One was younger than the other one, you know what I'm saying? But you can tell that they were both very proficient in, in the sword, you know what I'm saying? In their blessing being the gun. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, perhaps they both were ex-Marine or what have you. Nevertheless, I could tell through the spirit, I was able to perceive that they were both very good in combat. And they were arguing on behalf of the administration and how the country's moving, and in the younger Edomites in his mind, the administration was doing bad, you know what I'm saying? Because I remember I heard him saying that that he's destroying he's destroying our economy, and ultimately he is destroying our republic. All right, I just remember that, like he's destroying our republic, and very soon we won't have a constitution left to defend. And then the older man, all right, the older Edomite, he was arguing with the other one. He said, no, Trump is doing great, man. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta wait, you know what I'm saying, for the economy to do its thing. You know what I'm saying? These tariffs and all that stuff is gonna work out, and he's freeing up America from the illegals and yada yada yada. You know what I'm saying? The whole spew, right? And I remember that the young Edomite, he was distraught because he couldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? You could tell that these two knew each other and they were very close to each other. You know what I'm saying? If they weren't relatives, they were definitely best friends of some sort, you know? And he was pretty much brought to tears. He was like, "Yo, I can't believe this. This is really happening." You know? And then he stormed out of the house. And then the other guy, he chased after him. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing that I could hear through the spirit was division. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what we're finna see, man. Division. All right? So let me get this in Isaiah chapter 19, verse 2. Like I said, I didn't have any other precepts lined up. But Lord willing, if the Spirit brings anything to mind, I'll grab it. But this is Isaiah chapter 19, verse 2. It says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom." Verse 3. "And the spirit of Egypt shall fall in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards. And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord of hosts." You know what I'm saying? And we believe through the Spirit that this dude, Trump, he is that cruel lord. You know what I'm saying? He is that cruel lord. And people are literally watching as this republic is falling apart. You know what I'm saying? On the 250th birthday of America. You know what I'm saying? This Constitution is about to go bye-bye. All right? And Trump is about to enact the Insurrection Act. But trust and believe it's not going to stop there. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to stop there. But this is a complete divide that we see, you know what I'm saying, these these maggers, they're going at each other's throats, man, because they're literally split down the middle. They're split right down the middle, man. And this is the civil war that's brewing. You know? You see, it was all cool. It was all fun and games and whatnot when it was coming after the northern tribes, you know what I'm saying, so-called Latins, so-called Latinos, Hispanics, you know what I'm saying, some of the Gadites and whatnot is being, you know what I'm saying, merged up in that, you know what I'm saying, and now they're starting to chase after the the southern tribes under the guise of getting this Somali type shit going on. You know what I'm saying? We got to get the Somalians and all that. You know, that's the pivot point. But it was all cool. It was all cool. You know what I'm saying? Hey, as long as they're getting these, these so-called black and brown people, right? But now they're seeing that they can attack their own. Now they're seeing that ICE is attacking their own. And now this guy, all right, Stephen Miller, is talking about they can go door to door. You see what I'm saying? Door to door. All of a sudden, these guys have absolute immunity no matter what they do. So this is going to cause that divide, man. All right, and the people are going to lose their trust in the government, man. This is all prophecy. All prophecy. Let's go to Second Esdras. All right. Salakia. Second Esdras chapter 15. And let's go to verse 15. It says, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands." You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be a lot of back and forth. It's going to be a lot of you know what I'm saying, discussions amongst these Americans. All right, on which side do they stand on? Because clearly their constitution is under attack. You know what I'm saying? And they never thought in their lives that it would actually take place underneath their own party. You know what I'm saying? All right. When they thought that, it was gonna be the Democrats to come after your guns and whatnot, and yada yada yada, you know, now it's turning out to be their own who's coming after their own constitution, their own republic. You know what I'm saying? All the things that they thought, he was going to fix, he's actually making it worse. Now they're running out of international friends. You know what I'm saying? He's putting tariffs on jokers who come to defend a NATO ally against America. You gotta let that one sink in, man. You see? So it's getting bad out here, man. It's getting bad out here. Let me show you a video that I got. All right, real quick. All right, so I want to declare fair use, fair use. All right, I'm not making any money from this content. All right, this is for educational purposes only.
I'd rather have Donald Trump as a dictator for 4 years. Absolutely. This country needs a dictator. I hate to say that, but it's the truth. I'd rather have Donald Trump as a dictator for 4 years. Absolutely. This country needs a dictator. I hate to say that, but it's the truth.
He could stand on the front steps of the White House and commit murder, and I'm with him.
If he says it, then I'll go with it. And if he wants to be a dictator, then so be it.
This is it. The Thomas Nast cartoon. Patriots festooned in American flags, co-signing dictatorship.
Yep. And that's the oxymoron. You know what I'm saying? That's the oxymoron. And back to the vision, you know what I'm saying? The young Edomite, he couldn't believe it. He couldn't believe that his friend would be so naive as to believe this guy, you know what I'm saying, blindly. You see what I'm saying? And so that's pretty much the sentiment right there, man. Let's listen to it again.
I'd rather have Donald Trump as a dictator for 4 years. Absolutely. This country needs a dictator. I hate to say that, but it's the truth.
He could stand on the front steps of the White House and commit murder, and I'm with him.
If he says it, then I'll go with it. And if he wants to be a dictator, then so be it.
This is it. The Thomas Nast cartoon. Patriots festooned in American flags, co-signing dictatorship.
Yep. Again, this is 2 Esdras chapter 15, verse 15. It says, "For the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." All right, so we're coming to the time where, civil war will take place. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not gonna end with just this insurrection act. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see some very, very terrible things. Like I said in the video early last year actually, that America tells you what a dictatorship looks like. America tells you, oh, this guy's a dictator, that guy's a dictator, yada, yada, yada. But you are about to see for yourselves what a dictator looks like. And the whole world is going to see for themselves what a true dictatorship looks like. And the world is going to be appalled. All of America's allies are going to be disgusted at what they see, from Canada to Greenland to Denmark to Germany to Poland, you know what I'm saying? All right, to Spain, so on and so forth, man. All these different allies, you know what I'm saying, France, they're going to be looking at this place. They're going to be looking at what Trump does to his citizens. They're going to see how Trump disregards the Constitution. They're going to watch as there's civil war against governors against the president. You see what I'm saying? All right. Lockdowns and martial law in the streets. They're going to see it and they're going to be absolutely disgusted, man. You see, when they see the bodies on the floor, when they see the tanks out there, all right, and it looks like Gaza, but in the US, you see? Yeah, it's gonna be a terrible time, man. This is Jacob's trouble. As a matter of fact, let's end it with that. All right, this is Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. You see? And the elect are going to make it through this. Okay, but for 2/3, it's going to be a bloodbath. You know what I'm saying? And that's just putting it lightly. So with that, you know what I'm saying, I just want to touch on this real quick. You know what I'm saying? The Spirit brought it to my to my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to put it on wax, if you will. So this has been your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. In closing, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakudash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and who teach well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.